Did you call bank? I call game.
What's up, Pack Nation? It is Pack Gaming here. If you did not know, the NBA Finals start today, and this video is going to have absolutely nothing to do with that. I want to talk about the players that I'm predicting could be the cover athlete for NBA 2K19. I know you're like, Patrick, why are you talking about 2K19? It hasn't even been announced yet. A lot of information is going to start coming pretty soon. We're about that time where the transition's happening. In like a month or month and a half, we're gonna start getting some news. So I'm trying to beat 2K to the punch, and I want to predict who's gonna be the cover athlete. Now, this is based on performance of the season and also importantly the rating of the players, the people I did not pick on this list. So you might be like, why are my favorite players missing? It's because if you have been injured for this season or you're gonna be injured next season, you weren't on this list. If you've already been a 2K cover athlete, you're not gonna be on this list. And if you've been an NBA Live cover athlete, you're not gonna be on this list either. I know Kyrie Irving was an NBA Live athlete and a 2K athlete, but I'm just assuming they're not going to want to do that. So those are the people are eliminated from this list, like LeBron, KD, Kyrie, people like that. We start at number 5 with 89 overall, Jimmy Jordan, or Jimmy Butler if you're boring. Now, honestly, there isn't a lot of options for this list because of all the people that were already disqualified from it, but Jimmy Butler is a really good player. He's supposed to be number 4 on this list rating wise, but I put him at number 5 because there's already another Timberwolves player on this list that we'll talk about later. So I didn't want to put Jimmy Butler too high on this list, and the reason I say that is because usually the second best player on a team won't be a cover athlete. It's usually the best players on a team. I think the only other time I can think of one is like Blake Griffin, because Chris Paul is better. That's like it. But hey, Jimmy Butler, who knows? At number 4, it's Victor Oladipo at an 88 overall, the most improved player of this year, probably. And honestly, I think this would be a great pick for the cover. He's really good. He took LeBron James to Game 7 in the first round. He led the Pacers all throughout the season, had an amazing breakout season. And maybe in a year or two, he'll be much higher on this list. He might even be able to get a cover athlete the year after that. But 4 is a good spot for him. At number 3, back to the Timberwolves, it is Karl-Anthony Towns. So personally, I actually don't think Karl-Anthony Towns is going to be a cover athlete, but he is a 90 overall. He is a good NBA player. He's on a winning team. That's usually the formula for what they put in cover athletes. He's also, according to 2K, the best player on the Timberwolves. And even though he kind of struggled in the playoffs, he still had a good playoffs. I know people think he really didn't, but he had 15 points per game and 13 rebounds in the playoffs, and even though in the regular season he was getting better than that, that's still good numbers. And he led the Timberwolves to their first playoff appearance in like 500 years, so he didn't do garbage either. He was very responsible for all of that. And now for really the only real 2 options on this list, at number 2, it is Joel Embiid, the process. I know some people would rather have Simmons for some reason, but Joel Embiid is the better player, at least according to 2K. Joel Embiid is extremely fun to watch. He's great offensively and defensively. He can guard anyone and he can score on anyone. He also hypes up the crowd. He has the best Twitter game in the NBA besides his general manager. I don't really see a big reason why he can't be the cover athlete except for number 1. And at number 1, it is Giannis Antetokounmpo. There really isn't a better pick for this cover. The Greek Freak is already one of the best players in the NBA, and he's only 23 years old. He's a 94 overall. I personally don't think no one deserves it more than he does. If I was a betting man, I'd say for sure the human alphabet is gonna be the cover athlete for 2K19, but we're just gonna have to see and find out. And that's the list. Do you agree with my list? Leave it in the comments below. Who do you think is gonna be the cover athlete? Leave that too. And if you like my channel, give it a sub. And I'll see you guys next time.
Did you call?